It's Wednesday, so it's time for more weird stuff around the grove. Today I'm going to talk about this tree, which is a Valencia Pride. Now this has had sort of unusual life. It was transplanted from an old neighbor of mine who wanted to give this tree a final place to grow and be happy. The person he sold his house to didn't want the mango trees, so even though it was, quite a job to move it over here, we moved it over and planted it here. And then realized that a lot of the hill had washed away over the years, and so we added a lot of fill. So actually its trunk is probably 3 feet, 2.5, 3 feet buried. Not ideal, but it was just what we had to do at the time. Well, that is one thing that's weird about it. Second thing is that we are in a rather dry location for this area. This is the top of the hill and it's sandy. There's really not much organic matter in this soil, and this tree doesn't get any irrigation. So definitely a harsh climate for this particular tree. Now, the thing that happens fairly often is that we get a ton of fruit from this Valencia Pride. The tree is fairly small. It never looks lush, but we have a lot of fruit. And a lot of it will drop off. There's 4 fruit right here. This panicle is probably going to support 2, maybe just 1, but still, lots of fruit. Now, it's really interesting to compare it to other Valencia Pride out in the grove. Of course, we have a lot of other trees of this variety because it is a popular variety. So let's go take a look. Okay. So this is one of our other Valencia Prides, and it's fairly typical. The differences that I've noticed is, the leaves look lots better. Much more attractive tree, but far less fruit. We do have some fruit. It does seem to be further behind, so this is from a later flowering. But basically, we have a happy tree and not much fruit. So if your trees are looking really bad but producing a lot of fruit, maybe it's a good thing. It might be in the right situation where it doesn't grow like crazy, and yet it puts its energy into fruit. Of course, there's also the situation where your tree could be looking really terrible and actually being on decline and heading toward dying. But a lot of times it's just like a situational thing where it struggles. It doesn't put a lot of effort into leaves, but it does produce a lot of nice fruit.